Morning guys, you would have heard a lot about Tommy Robinson and how he's this terrible fascist and what have you, and you might recall back in the summer I posted loads of videos about a certain journalist called James Fielding going out of his way to take pictures of Tommy Robinson and potentially endanger his family by revealing where he was. I'm sure that was the intention of this left-wing rag. A few years ago, as you may not know because the fake news media doesn't want to tell you, but yes, there were a gang of jihadists who were after Tommy Robinson and any supporters and any Londoners that were nearby, and were going to blow them to pieces with a homemade large IED that was packed with hundreds and hundreds of pieces of nails and ball bearings designed to kill as many people as possible. Yet they were jailed for 19 years each, but they'll be out in 2/3 of that. This makes me laugh. Judge blames freely available material for their radicalisation. That's the Quran. It really is. Freely available material is the Quran that tells them to make war on us, do jihad on us, take us over, invade our countries, invade our towns, and take our kids as slaves. It really does. You'll find it's hard to believe. There's not a lot of peace in the old queue. Yes, here are the characters. They were a bit idiotic really, because they were a bit short on money, so they borrowed their mate's car that had been off the road in his garden, and they had no insurance. Obviously, it should have been sawned. So they stopped him on the motorway, and it was apparently the car was sat in the police car park for 2 days before they got round to looking in the boot. And sure enough, in the boot, loads of shotguns. Shotguns, IEDs, combat knives. Sorry, one ID, combat knives, quite a bit of ammunition. Here are the ugly mugs. Yes, all the classic beardy weirdies. Yeah, I've no doubt they could cook a mean pizza and a mean burger, because I expect that's where they used to work. I'm just surmising that. Usually taxi drivers and takeaway workers. Here's the weaponry. There we go, very obliging. Yeah, a couple of old shotguns. Looks like there's a round of, yeah, elephant gun ammunition there, or some kind of bloody weird cartridge, and a sort of kitchen knives, machetes, samurai type swords, and here's the shrapnel we took out of the IED. So I mean, we examined the IED, which was like, I think it was a big black powder IED, and it was viable. It would have killed people and took people's arms off and took people's eyes out, as in sadly in the Manchester attack. Oh, that was a very powerful one. Yeah, here we are. The bomb was found with nails, ball bearings, which were all used in the attack. So he's telling us just this morning he's got another one of these Osman warnings, but of course he's not allowed to have arm protection, or he's not allowed to have a panic button or CS gas or anything to protect his family, which seems idiotic to me. And they were arrested on the motorway just for having no insurance. And there was one of them was an imam. One of them was a holy man. He was the leader. You can see him with his little hat, and this is the guy. They only wear them when they're imams, you see. They have this letterbox type hat, or one of those curved hats, a bit like the Jews, isn't it? It is related, I believe. Yeah, the targets were members of the public attending organised, lawful and policed rally in the town centre. That was one of Tommy's old rallies, EDLs. It does mention previously in this paper that he was one of the main targets, but being the liberal, left-wing, fake news media, they happen to have took it out now. Yeah, but they set out their intentions. They're chilling printed document dated June 30th, of which they carried 10 copies in Dewsbury. Yeah. Yeah. In defence of the Prophet Muhammad, and referred to the Queen as the kafir female devil and their accursed jubilee. Oof, shocking, isn't it? This is kafir. This is the word. Kafir is related to the N word. You know, this horrible racist. Yeah, that word. But it's even worse. We are even worse than N's in their book. We are the lowliest of beasts, as on the old EDL hats. And whether you like the EDL or not, I think mostly it's not. They were one of the first groups to expose this rape gang plague that's still going on all around the country. Yep, the EDL and the other organisation, the other right-wing organisation, they were the only ones, and they were called Nazis and racist. And as we know, from thousands and thousands of published cases, they were telling the truth. Yeah, they were telling the absolute truth. of what's still going on today. But of course, it's a religion of peace, isn't it? It's wonderful. Oh yeah, they've never invaded about 60, 70 countries. They don't kill gays. Yes, they do. They don't do female genital mutilation, FGM, in the UK, in America and Canada, do they? Yes, they do. They're still doing it now. But the authorities are too scared to say anything. Google that. Go on YouTube and Google FGM in Egypt. In just a 2-3 minute video, it'll tell you how savage this bunch really are. Okay, I'll let you go then. But this is our Tommy Robinson assassins. A few years ago, I gathered he'll still be in jail, hopefully. But there's been lots of other lots that haven't been publicised, and they still refuse to give Tommy Robinson, you know, even like one-armed policeman, you know, but they give them to like Anjem Chowdhury and these radicals and these mosques that are preaching hatred upon us. Okay, see you guys.